Hey, all right. Oh my goodness. It seems like forever since I've been here. I know I missed last week, so I'm going to welcome myself back and I'm going to welcome y'all back to all of my amazing, beautiful butterflies and my emerging butterflies. Thank you guys for returning. It is Thursday. We know what that means. It is time for a uncomfortable conversation. Where here on Vegas Hype Media, right, with your girl, none other than me, Emerging Z. Just in case y'all forgot, I know it's been a week. It seems like, oh my goodness. I can't believe I missed the whole week.
Missed the whole week.
Yeah, for the draft. I did the draft. I did the draft party.
We
so
did do that last Thursday.
yeah. Shh, you gotta be quiet. He trying to chime in, y'all.
Look,
It's not his turn. This is me. This is all me right here. No, so welcome back. Like I said, it is May. It is a new month. Gosh, we've been rocking for 5 months now. We've been doing uncomfortable conversations. That's so dope. So dope. I'm super excited, super proud of myself, and proud of all of you guys that have turned in. I hope and pray that there has been some transformation in your life. You have seen yourself emerge into some beautiful butterflies, right? May brings a ton of different things. Most importantly, for Vegas, one of the biggest festivals in the world happens right here in Vegas, right? EDC. They keep saying it's a music festival. I beg to differ. I am on the side of drug festival. There is a lot of drug use and shenanigans going on during EDC. And as much as they try to curtail it, it is what it is. Music, drugs, booze. Unfortunately, it brings a lot of crime to our beautiful, amazing city. A lot of stuff that is not actually talked about. The 911 calls are ridiculous, out of control. So I have some stats. So starting back in 2015, EDC, we only had one person die, which is really amazing considering the time of year that they were hosting EDC here. It was crazy hot in those months, right? Along with, like I said, all of the drug use and things like that. So it got really bad. And it has improved since then. But that's going to be our topic for the day. But before I go all the way into that, disclaimer, we have a guest per usual. Today's guest is to be treated no different than our other guests. We are going to respect their opinions, their choices, their thoughts, and just allow them grace and leeway to explain their version, right? And receive whatever it is they have to say, because everybody has a journey to becoming a butterfly, right? And without further ado, he is going to share who he is, Mr. TJ. Dang it, I forgot to ask you how to pronounce your last name. TJ.
Perfect intro. Perfect intro.
You're welcome.
Man, I am TJ Meta-Ray.
Meta-Ray.
And it's beautiful that you mentioned the butterfly situation too. That's literally like the foundation of even that name, where it comes from meta, which is metamorphosis, array, which is light, appearance. I know you do. Look, I bet you right.
That's why I wanted you to say it, because I knew you was gonna give me my little intro too. Come on, I knew what this was.
So whatever. So that name stems from the journey of what the butterfly goes through. Honestly, like that's usually my goal in life is to help people transform or transcend into that butterfly state, whatever that case may be for them too. So that's been through personal training, that's been through all type of stuff now at this point, honestly, just trying to make everybody
So you've been a
grow
butterfly.
Oh man, so much.
You've been a caterpillar?
Caterpillar for sure. Caterpillar straight out of Compton for sure. Now
Caterpillar straight out of Compton.
Yep, I'm in Vegas. You could say I'm cocooned up. You're right.
You cocooned up again.
Developing, and I'm pretty sure this is where eventually I'm gonna sprout my wings and fly for sure.
Okay, so you gave us all of that about the meta. Share exactly what it is you do here. You are an osteotherapist.
I love that. Right, it's the pronunciation of all of it.
He's gonna tell y'all better than I can.
Yes, so I am an osteogenic therapist for one.
I was close. I had the osteo,
close.
right?
Yeah, very close.
It's bones.
Right. Yeah, I make people's bones strong on a regular day basis. And then I'm also a biohack specialist now at this point. basically helping people get healthy. The smart way versus the hard way. There are a lot of traditional ways.
There's a smart way to do something?
Yeah, there's a lot of smart ways to do stuff now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
can strengthen your, so we don't need milk. No?
I've never been, knowing what I know now.
Do you drink milk?
Not really.
Not anymore?
No,
You're
really.
past milk stages?
I did the whole almond milk phase, and then you learn, how does milk come from a nut kind of situation, right? So then.
Is there calcium in that milk? Do we need calcium? Since we talk about bones real quick, do we need calcium?
Like, yes, we do. But through our thyroids and specifically our parathyroid, they really help us fluctuate, right? Or better, they help us maintain our calcium levels. So if we're not mindful of our parathyroid health or our thyroid health, then we can have some issues with that. That's above my pay grade.
So since we talk about thyroids, let's go ahead and just jump into these drugs that are being used at EDC. Right? What better way to just transition into that? How do the drugs, that wasn't what I wanted to say. Using drugs, what is the effects on your thyroid if you use these hard drugs?
I mean, using hard drugs in general are going to have major effects on the body, from the brain to the nervous system, that stem down to muscle control, stems down to just mind and body connectivity. Anything that disrupts the brain's ability to communicate with its temple, it's going to
affect the bones in the long run. So
yes, you are definitely what you eat. The bones are the battery to your body. So if you're taking hard drugs, like if you're at EDC like every single year, right? Let's say you've been doing that for the last 10 years.
Have you been to EDC?
I don't go to EDC.
Why?
Well, because honestly, again, I got kids. I know we talked about that a little bit earlier, but I got kids. So I've been heavily involved as a father as much as I can. So usually around EDC time, like around this time, I'm summer vacation.
So
I'm
your
usually
children
out
are
the
here?
State. Yeah. My daughter stays with her mom out here in Vegas, and I see her on weekends or, we like right now we split in the summer. So right now it's all business. Bottom half of the summer is me and my daughter. We gonna
So no EDC ever?
I'm not gonna say ever, but
I mean, like you haven't been up to this point, and you haven't.
You made a good point though, because about the heavy drug use, the 911 calls, the whole nine, right? So I've had friends that have gone there year after year. Some of them have made those 911 calls themselves.
Like what kind?
So I won't name, of course. I won't name them.
No, you don't have to give us their names. You can tell me later.
Yeah, like literally, like so. I've had two friends, one Hispanic, one Black. Both literally.
So Black people do go to EDC.
Oh yeah, like I said, I would go, but I know that honestly.
Don't worry about that. Get to the call.
What
was the call?
The call. So both of them was like cardiac arrest, whatever they was taking. Like they had a full blown cardiac arrest, almost died on the spot. But
what are the ages?
So at that time, at that time, oh wow, I'm about to So let me see. This was around college time. I was in Houston. And
you guys came to the EDC out here?
Well, I go to Vegas to visit friends often. So I had those friends out here that stayed in Vegas at the time. So I was coming from Houston to Vegas to chill with them. But they went, so for me, EDC was always like people dressed up in like highlighter stuff. And it was all type of stuff that I wasn't into. Like I said, I'm from Compton, so I don't party like that. So that was my first reason for not going, right? So they
Because you from Compton?
No, I'm just saying that's not how I party. Like, right, we got the game on.
You need guns out when you partying. I know that's right.
You feel me?
So you gotta have AKs and stuff. It ain't a party if you don't got your AK out.
It's very Black in Compton, right? It's very Black out there. So we do the fight parties, we do the game parties, right? Lakers going. Look, if Lakers play tonight,
I want to know about the call.
I know. So look. So anyway, so I didn't know until after, of course, they got out the hospital. They started posting stuff on Facebook at the time. Instagram wasn't like
a thing.
Wasn't really for real. So Facebook at the time, they posted the I'm like, so calling them what happened? Cardiac arrest. One of them, they say they felt like maybe somebody.
Did your friend die?
No, they didn't die. They was able to tell their stories now. They can still tell their stories. So, but again, it's more.
Are they still going to EDC?
Drinking? Yeah, they still go.
And they still using drugs?
Go. So no. So apparently there's areas where, they doing it and areas where they're not. So it was just their story was caught up in the mix, just partying, hanging. Their story to me, one was a slip drink, like somebody
put something in their drink.
Like somebody put something in it. That was one of those, like something got slipped. And then the other one was, it was my homie's 20, the Black friend, it was his 25th.
So and he figured he'd try it.
He figured he'd go with a bang. So he thought he was going to party hard and right. Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times these people, and I'm saying these people because I'm including everybody in there. I don't care what color you are. You come out here to Vegas and you think, oh, I'm living my best life, and you get on these drugs and stuff, and not realizing that that moment of pleasure that you think you are having could very well be your last moment. Drug use is, excuse me, it is not something that I condone or participate in, but you know, I don't discriminate for those that do participate in it. I just want people to be mindful and conscious of the effects and just somewhat try to know what it is you're taking. And I say somewhat because fentanyl is being slipped into everything.
Like, yeah, even marijuana at this point.
Marijuana, but not even just that. Like,
careful.
There's this thing like people are putting pieces of paper with fentanyl on it and just getting into people's system and killing them. So for those of you that are out here in Vegas with us while we are approaching EDC, what do we have, like a week or two before EDC comes?
It's about a week and a half.
Just be really mindful of that. Like I said, in 2015, we had a person die. The numbers were really high as far as hospital calls and felony arrests and charges. So things get really, really crazy. It has decreased significantly. Like there is a noticeable change, but also we had COVID in 2020. So again,
yeah, I feel like COVID gave everybody some time to dial back. When you really think about it, it was some pros and cons just to that whole era or that time frame. You know, for some people, it was like we was closed down. I get it, but for people that thought smart about the pause, right, they got a chance. Like people with EDC, right, they got a chance to figure out how to like better secure the situation, better upgrade their whole just monitoring system, right? Just making sure they can better monitor.
We hope so.
Yeah, so
we're about to see because
hopefully,
I think right
like
now
you said, last time I saw one like that actually went viral for sure.
I didn't see any of them. You know what's crazy? I am of a certain age, right? She is of a certain age. Here's the thing: I did not actually learn about EDC until about maybe 2 years ago. That was the first time I had ever heard of EDC, and that's because my daughter worked at the venue. Like she lives out and she did the one in Florida. So she did that and she was telling me, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, you know, like what's going on and why is this happening? Like she's sending me pictures thinking that I know, because of course they think their mom knows everything. She clearly doesn't. Somebody told me I'm a little uncultured.
Yeah, it's a big festival. It's a real big music festival. Well, they call it a music festival, of course, but right, it's real crazy big event.
I don't even understand how that many people come together.
That you could say like that genre, or let me see. So when I was in high school, I want to say
it's like electric music.
Yeah, right. But so for me, right, coming from LA, it was this shuffling phase. Like it was I don't know if you remember that song.
What is a shuffling phase? No, I don't know what a shuffle is. You remember that
it was a song that came out by I forget the name of the group, Black Eyed Peas, I think, or it was some techno group. I forget. Honestly, I really don't remember the name. Anybody that EDC and all of that.
Somebody tell us what the song is. Somebody put it in the chat.
It's the party rock. It's the party rock song. So it was that every
song.
day I'm shuffling. So like when that song dropped, I was in college. So it was like my first year of college, like just graduating high school pretty much, right? So it's somewhere when that dropped, like that imploded into all of this stuff.
Is that when EDC? That's not when EDC came out.
I'm not saying, but it's like it's gotten bigger because all of a sudden you got more people on that rave. Like basically rave, to my opinion, again, I come from Compton, y'all, so please forgive me. Coming from Compton, hearing about a rave or like EDC, it sounded like something very, very foreign, underground. And now all of a sudden, it's like everybody knows about it. Everybody.
Just because that's when it became popular.
In my opinion, yeah.
For you.
Like because it wasn't something that was on the radio a lot. Nah, like
do you use any drugs at all?
Smoke weed. That's it. I don't even know if that's considered a drug. Look,
it's absolutely considered a drug. It's a legalized drug, but it's a drug nonetheless.
Well, I'll call it that. I use a legalized drug called marijuana.
I think most people do.
I do use it responsibly.
Why do you
use weed responsibly?
There's no such thing as responsibly. If you're using it, you're using it.
Nah, you can use weed responsibly.
Why do you use responsibly your marijuana?
So, because honestly, my mind moves at probably now 10,000 miles per hour. And it's one of those things where it's like coffee in the morning or like something to drink at night. It's
Are
not,
we relating marijuana to coffee?
yeah, for like mature, responsible smokers, they know what I'm talking about. It's one of those things where, hey, before I really get into it with you people, I'll say, right, just the world, I'm gonna just make sure my nerves are calm. It's one of those situations.
How long have you been using?
Oh, my mom and dad finna kill me, but that's
Hey,
okay.
listen,
that's fine.
That's all right.
I'm grown now.
You're here. You grown now. You got your own children.
So no, I like this because it's like, for me, it's like a Friday moment. Right. So my first time was my junior year, and I'm gonna make sure my dad watched this too, so he can laugh about it. So it was my junior year in high school. No. I had a Friday moment. Like, I was Craig, and one of my homies was Smokey. Yeah. I swear to God. Look. So swear to God, like real talk, right? So my pops and my mom went out of town for like a cruise or something like that, right? So sorry, Dad. Look, so the homies came over.
Too
right?
late now.
It's too late, right? It don't even matter.
It's over.
So like, and he gonna laugh because I really sold this one, right? So anyways, so the homies came over for the week, not like for the weekend, but they came over like Saturday or Sunday.
They weren't there for the whole weekend, Dad.
Not because I said the weekend, but it was like a Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. No, it was Saturday.
Okay,
so they pulled up. It was Saturday, and of course they had it. I never smoked before, so I didn't have nothing.
They had it. Blame it on them.
I was Craig, and
did your parents know their
parents? I didn't have no
parents?
materials. Look,
Did your parents know their parents?
Yeah, we play football.
Everybody
together.
in trouble now. Go ahead.
No, we played football together at the time. So yeah, my dad was a Marine, so he was one of those like, if I'm gonna let you hang with my kid, I'm gonna know your dad, I'm gonna know your mom, somebody, right? So it was one of those situations, right? So the homie came over and we had a Craig and Smokey situation, right? He like, right, it's Saturday, I'm gonna get you high.
Your parents
right?
ain't here.
Parents gone, they on the
we
cruise.
About to get
ain't shit to do, right? So from that moment on, from my junior year in college, you could say I smoke weed right now. Of course,
but wait a minute. Wait.
Since my junior year in high school.
We got to go back because this was your first time. Your friends rolled up for you.
Yep.
You didn't think that was wrong with them putting the spit on it.
So see, look back then. So look, this whole licking thing y'all be doing now, that's very nasty. So
how did they roll your blunt?
We use
y'all use water.
You break down the blunt. You break down the blunt, right? And look, this is
y'all went in the house and got a
you really making me look back. Look, first of all, I'm an osteogenic therapist. Don't get this twisted. Look, I make bones healthy for a living, right?
No.
Okay, so don't look.
Listen, you telling me somebody went in the kitchen and got a cup of water from the faucet.
Run water, run it through, right? Dry it like
kind of wet up the whole blunt.
It's gonna dry up. Look, they don't.
It was hot that day.
So for those of y'all that's curious about smoking, right? The blunts don't absorb water like a paper towel. Like it's just it. But I mean, come on, you're gonna get all that stuff off, dry it off a little bit, right? And then you roll
I think
it up.
He is not telling me the whole truth.
It's
y'all.
Like if anything, it's a lick and stick, but that's it. You cannot come on
uncomfortable conversations and not tell the truth.
I'm telling you.
You telling me nobody licked the blunt? Not even to split it open?
I'm clarifying right now at the end.
What did y'all put it in?
It's a lick and stick right at the end.
What did you smoke with?
So high school days, we had Swishers and I can't think of the names now. Well, mainly Swisher Sweets. And then eventually it was
somebody bust open a Swisher without licking it and then
like it's a little lick at the end. Maybe
just a little. So it was just this much saliva.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe. I was trying to clarify that, but yeah, maybe.
Y'all see my face, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Maybe. Otherwise, the water, I seen them. They rolled it.
You seen them use the water.
Lit.
All right.
It was good.
I'm done. Carry on.
Amen.
What was the feeling that?
So man,
that first
hit, right? That's crazy. That was like yesterday. I can remember that like it's yesterday. So like that was. It wasn't euphoric, like it wasn't like something like, oh, my body, right? It was just.
So it wasn't like.
For the first time, look, so now I'm speaking from an athlete standpoint, right? So I play football. I could say this.
Is that like, different from a non-athletic?
Yeah, I think it's different. I think it is. I'm gonna believe it's different because I'm always working out. I'm like literally like I spend like half my day weightlifting, running, hitting somebody or whatever. Right. So like I'm literally like for the first time my muscles actually relaxed. And like I can actually just
like you felt
and just relax. Yeah. So for me, it was very much so a muscle relax, and I think that's why, if nothing else, I've kind of kept it going. It's been more of a relaxing than anything
Not
else.
because your mind felt elevated.
I've had some weed where
That's
like
not what
my mind was elevated,
You
but not
said
that's
you
not why.
continued because the muscle relaxation.
Yeah, it's very relaxing for me. And I'm very careful with, again, that's why I say smoke responsibly. Because
so parents, it's not
THC
that he
levels.
just likes the feeling of being high. You don't have to worry about
No, please don't smoke to get high. That's because again, that's unproductive. Like I've been high to the point where I was in the couch. And
you were in the couch?
In the couch. That's why they call it indica. Look, no.
How you get in the couch?
Indica get you in the couch. And then sativa have you like hyper.
Clearly, I don't know. I don't get
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't. So for me, I learned that as I got older. But initially, I kind of did it every so often because I didn't want to be.
So
high.
every time after that, was it the same feeling? You felt that relaxation?
Yeah, it was very consistent. Because again, I did it responsibly. Look,
there's no such thing.
There is.
Continue.
Because I'm telling you, you got people that just
you don't get to make the rules here. Only me.
Amen. So I did what I thought was responsible, right? And smoked every so often or whenever, like put it like
so like sporadically.
Yeah, sporadically, like on occasion. So like I didn't because
special occasions.
My dad was a Marine, so I'm not coming home, going out in the backyard and getting high now that I've smoked that one time.
Did they suspect that you were a smoker?
Man, that's why I said sorry, Dad, because we really had a full blown like back and forth. He
lied?
He caught me, and I talked my way out of it. Like.
You lied? You're a liar.
Mouth-pieced it. I'm a kid at the time. Don't call me a liar because I was a kid. Like,
you're a liar. Ooh, I'm telling.
Hit me with it. You're a liar. Like I was. Like, but I was a kid though. That every kid's a liar.
But you kept the lie going. You didn't go back and tell him. He's finding out on the television with everybody else.
He's watched. Look, I'm sorry, not sorry. Look, you
treating your dad like he common folk.
I'm not.
He's finding out with the rest of the world.
He's really finding out with the rest of the world.
You know how disappointing that is?
I don't.
As a parent, I'm telling you.
Don't do that though.
No, I'm telling you. I have to give you the business. As a parent, if I find out something.
He did know.
On television, on a live.
He did know.
He knew, but you tried to trick him.
He knew, but he just didn't.
Mind tricked him.
No, he just didn't press the issue. Like he knew. He knows. Like I just didn't tell. Like,
right.
I'm telling you, he called. Look, no, look, he can say. Look, he'll quote me. Look, he literally called it. He was like, "What was you up there smoking, huh? It was smelling like the. You know, you smoking. You know,
no, I don't. No, sorry.
Right. So when you smoke, right, there's a smell, right?
Yeah.
So you trying to. I'm extra spraying everything.
Use the cologne.
And he pulled up. He was like, "Man, hell no! You up in here? What was you doing?" I was like, "Oh."
You were smoking in your room?
Yeah, so like, I was in the living room. That's the worst part. I was in the living
Not
room.
even in your room, in the living room. The disrespect. He disrespectful and he a liar.
I was technically at the time, I was dumb. I wasn't thinking. And then when I thought, I said, nah, like we got a whole yard and like a garage or whatever. So
right, so go outside with the grass.
Right. I just wasn't, again, I was a kid, just wasn't thinking. I'm like, oh wait, there's smoke smell in my living room. That's not gonna work. But yeah, I freshened it up.
So how do you feel? You have 2 girls?
No, I have a son and a daughter. And then I do have a stepson. It's my oldest. I have a stepson.
So you're not allowed to use step on here. We have bonus children.
Bonus child.
We have bonus
Why not
children.
step?
Because steps are something that you walk on.
I've never heard that before.
It's
so
all right. My
I will
daddy
definitely
taught me
receive that. Yeah, never heard it before. So I would, gotcha.
I don't believe in stepchildren.
I have 2 sons. One, each they getting older. 1 12, 9.
That's older than you?
Yeah, like they
Wait
getting
till
older.
they turn 18.
I know.
So
my
excited.
oldest is 12. So that's Cameron. Cameron is 12.
Don't give their names. Cameron might not want to be.
These my babies, man.
Okay.
Man, whatever. These my babies. They gonna know whatever. And then my second, my middle, my firstborn child is 9. My youngest is 3.
Awesome.
Oh, and I got a bonus daughter, and she is 5.
Did he say oh?
Because remember, you're doing bonus children now. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm
all
all over.
Don't treat her like she an
I do.
afterthought.
That's my.
So you have children.
Oh, because she a lot. I love her though. She a lot though.
What child isn't?
No, for real.
No, I know. I don't know.
I think the girls are a lot.
Anyway, you trying to get me off track. You smoked. You were a liar.
I was.
And you were disrespectful.
I was a child. And I thought I was a child.
What do you think that's going to look like when Cameron, and I forgot the other
they lie to me now,
name. No, I know. But let's just say they're using.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm that parent.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, see, I'm that parent. I'm not gonna frown at it. I will like dissect their thinking behind it. Because
Okay.
I think
So
it's
you
one
thinking
thing.
that I'm talking about
I think it's one
weed?
thing. Anything. You said drugs.
Oh,
You said
okay.
drugs.
Okay. I
So,
just wanted to make sure you
yeah.
understood that it was inclusive to
Yeah.
all.
So like learning
drugs.
from either, because it seems like now too, and I'm speaking from my perspective now. So it seems like from watching other people's stories, other people's testimonies, right, of them trying to, like their excuse for not bringing up their addictions and how it got out of hand when they should have brought it up, right? There tends to be a common denominator of like the trust factor between parent to child. So I'm not saying that, because I think there's a very balanced place where you are not necessarily your child's friend, but you instill that trust factor, right? That, okay, yes, I'm your mother, I'm your father. So, I'm not your homie down the street. I'm not your friends at school. I'm not auntie. I'm not whoever. This relationship is what is one of a solid relationship, right? I need you to be able to trust me, to know that, like, if you tell me anything as your parent, it's my job to make sure you come out on top. I want to make sure you do better.
So I'm
than
gonna
me.
pause you right there.
So I don't want to.
So did you not have that relationship with your dad?
Yeah, I
But
can
you
say that we
lied
did.
to your dad.
But I was,
Did you not feel the trust?
So once again, no. I just said I was a dumb child. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to deal with the repercussions.
I love how you are just taking the fifth with, I was dumb. Dad, I was just
though.
outright
Like, literally,
stupid.
I knew, like, my dad was one of those, like, if you tell me the truth, like, yes, I'm going to be mad, but, like, I can't be mad at you for telling me the truth, right? But I also didn't want to deal with, it's like, okay, I'm going to tell him the truth. And then again, my dad's a Marine, so my punishment wasn't a butt whooping or whatever. It wasn't as simple as that. Like, I carried bricks from one end of the yard to the other, and like,
it's a workout.
Exactly.
You do that now.
But okay, but like, that's why I stay in shape now. But like back then at 15, 16, 17, that's
he
not
taught
fun.
you some discipline.
So I just didn't. No, again, I'm a dumb child. I just didn't want to do it.
In saying that, you know how you responded. Do you really feel like, even though you're trying to develop that particular relationship with your children where they trust you and they have a safe space to come and have that conversation, do you still believe that they're going to have it, knowing how stupid that you were?
So now, because I've literally been doing that with my children since they've been born, I can say honestly, yeah, I get the result that I look for. My kids are brutally honest with me. Like, brutally honest. Like, they tell me if I don't look good. Like, they tell me if
that ain't.
I'm just saying, I'm just bringing it down to where, like, on all levels, right? They've told me about, like, my sons have already told me about when they started liking girls, and again, they were liking girls at, like, so sorry, I'm using names. My oldest son was 8 when he liked his first girl or whatever. He went to he was first grade in Houston. Liked a girl, and
that's not a big deal though.
But
drugs
I'm saying
is a really big deal.
I understand
so I'm
that,
saying,
but
like,
if he can trust me to talk to me about a girl,
heroin, if they start doing dope, you really think they're gonna come to you and be like, "Hey"?
Okay, right. I don't know, but the whole point
Did you
is,
catch the nod?
Yeah, like the whole point is, though, I get what you're saying, like, right. But my goal, or I can say at least my hope, is that because I'm starting with the smaller things, right? You can tell me, you can literally just tell me the truth, like, right, and I'm just gonna have a conversation with you and really break down your mental to see why are you doing what you're doing, what's the reason behind it, right? And that has literally worked with me and my children. So again, we talking about 12, 9, and 3, and 5. We got years before that comes up, so I don't know.
Quan,
hopefully.
What's my time? All right. That's us.
Oh,
that is the end of Uncomfortable Conversation.
I hope they tell me, please tell me.
Basically, from this, I want you guys to just be really mindful of what's going on out here in Vegas. It's May, another month to do it right. EDC is coming up. I want you to go out and enjoy, be responsible, as our guest so eloquently put it. Look for us again next Thursday right here. Vegas Hype Media, me, your favorite Emerging Z. Peace. I'm out. Thank you.